Hey traders, Ben Watson here with you. Let's take a look at bull flag patterns around earnings announcements and see if we can figure out the measurement objectives of that technical price pattern. Let's take a look really quickly here, but before we do that, a quick reminder that everything we talk about simply for illustrative and educational purposes only. It is not any kind of a recommendation. When we use technical analysis, it is theoretical and it is not a guarantee of what an underlying stock is going to do. So let's take a look here really quickly at Colgate-Palmolive around this last earnings announcement around the beginning of February. And we can see that the price of the stock made a gap to the upside, rallied up, and then pulled back into a little bit of a level of support, and now has rallied up, pulled back again, and is giving us the potential for another bull flag. So let's just quickly redefine what our bull flag pattern typically looks like. It's a strong rally, a pullback counter to that trend, and then a rally again. And oftentimes that pullback occurs in the course of 2 or 3 days. And generally the measurement objective for this pattern is that this distance here, whatever that distance might be, is going to be equal to this distance once the price of the stock makes that move. So when we see an earnings announcement like this one here that has driven this price movement into the first bull flag, we might measure from that level of support all the way up to that high, and then that pullback, and then the move higher. That would give us our measurement objective. The problem is the distance that this move made was influenced by whatever happened and whatever the market's reaction was to the earnings announcement. So that might not be repeatable because it's not likely to have another earnings announcement within the time frame that we would expect from this next bull flag pattern. So we can use our line tool here on the Thinkorswim platform to kind of estimate what those distances are, or those measurement objectives. If we measure from that support level to the high, we might just simply take that and duplicate it, put it right back up here on top, and say when that breaks out, that's the distance that we might expect this bull flag pattern to go. Now, we also expect that it's generally going to take about the same length of time. So this took about a week to get to there, and we would expect that this might take about a week to get to that target. But the problem is it didn't get there. In fact, it's starting to pull back and giving us another potential bull flag here. And again, that's the caution perhaps about using a bull flag type of price pattern measurement around an earnings announcement, because that earnings announcement gives it a little bit of extra oomph if that price is moving higher, or lower if it's a bear flag. But what some traders may do in a circumstance like this is attenuate or diminish that measurement objective somewhat. So let's close down some of these drawings here, and let's see if we can see where there might be a way. I'll leave that previous target in place, and I'm just going to take the top edge of that price gap. I'm going to use that as the start of my measurement objective, and then I'm going to use this as my bull flag area. We'll take that projected move and duplicate it. We'll just put that right back up on top here where this is breaking out. And so our measurement objective for this particular diminished or attenuated bull flag might be a little bit lower, in fact 100 instead of 105. So just reducing that by the amount of that earnings driven gap. Now in this particular case, not quite yet getting there, but this little bit of a bull flag may still take that higher. In fact, if we were to look at the secondary measurement here and look at this next little level as our bull flag, we'll take that distance and we'll duplicate that distance, bring it right back down here. And if we do get a bounce here off of that level, that puts that smaller price target for this next little bull flag right up there about that 100 level. So one of the things that we might think about when using bull flags as a measurement, was there an earnings announcement incorporated into the measurement of the pattern? And is there a smaller bull flag within the larger bull flag price pattern complex that you might be seeing on the screen. And so as we do that, again, it's important to remember that price patterns are not predictive. They are simply a forecast of where that price might go based on what has happened in the past. And remember that we know that past performance is not a guarantee of future success. So as we take a look at these price patterns, even bull flags and other patterns, remember that those aren't guarantees. They're just simply a way to frame our decision-making process. So we will see you out there on the charts.